love and light to you all, and welcome back to Her Point of View. Thank you for returning. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for listening. Thank you overall. In this video, I wanted to continue on with the read along of Back to Me. This second chapter is on depression, and we're just gonna jump right into it, and then we'll talk a little bit about the chapter, whatever comes to mind, and I'll leave the floor open. So, journal entry 1 of 2, October 18th, 2019. No one can treat you in any way you don't allow, and I allowed my heart to be broken. Too many heartaches, too many hopeless chances. I feel cold, I feel numb. When my daydreams awake me to nightmares, I ask myself, when will you allow yourself to be free? Clinging to things that quote unquote could be when life is showing me the reality. At times I feel like a walking contradiction, preaching to the world that I know what I deserve, knowing how loving I am, wanting to give myself completely, yet allowing room for heartbreak and disappointment. I want so badly to be loved correctly. I feel to feel that warmth, to have that trust, to find myself settling for pieces. I can hear my father's voice, knowing I deserve better. Honesty, loyalty, trust. I can't point a finger without fully looking in the mirror. I did this to me. Journal entry 2 of 2. There's a part of me that feels like I'm not enough. Tired of being wrapped up in a lie when all I am is the truth. In love with the idea of you and me. Why am I not enough? Is this how I should be loved? Y'all, depression is a very dark space to be in, and make no mistake about it, if you witness somebody who is depressed and you want to help them out of that dark space or what have you, first and foremost, thank God for you, but know that nobody can crawl someone else out of that dark space. They have to do it for themselves. And I definitely had quite a time crawling out of that particular dark space because make no mistake about it, I don't feel as though I am depressed or have depression, but there are certain moments, which is funny because the next chapter in the book is relationships, so I don't want to tie into that too much, but they kind of go hand in hand. But I'm gonna hold off on talking about relationships until we get to that chapter. But again, nobody can get you up out of that space. And I think what helped me get out of that mindset or mind state of depression, because it is definitely all about perception and what you feel. The first thing that comes to mind is my son. Having Max grounded me in a sense of having someone to count on me. And I knew in my heart of hearts that if I wasn't completely good, and nobody's ever really completely good, nobody's ever 100% tip top, but if I wasn't in a positive state of mind, there was no way that I could be the mother that I know my son deserves. So that was one major instance or key that helped me kind of shift my focus out of that dark space. At that time, I wanted so desperately to just be cared for, to be loved, to be attended to. And any mothers out there, or if you've ever gone through a pregnancy yourself, the female body is so sensitive, and I didn't realize how how sensitive the female body is, especially in the sense of pregnancy. If I felt sad or if I felt stressed, those energies and those feelings went straight to my womb. And it's a real thing. So I don't want to get too dark or too deep, but this is about depression. So I will say that you have to find your way, as cliche as it may seem, you got to find your way back to yourself. And that's really what this book encompasses. And I think that's really a struggle for a lot of people, finding their way back to themselves as you grow, as you get older, and you're taking in outside information, you're taking in what your parents taught you, you're taking in how your family dynamic is, who your friends are, what the world and society looks like. And there's so much like digging away and tunneling away of all of that just to get back to the center of who you are, and knowing that that person should be all the more reason to always choose love and always choose loving yourself. Um, I heard a quote last year, and I probably heard it before, but it didn't resonate when I heard it but it resonates so much more to me now. The quote, love is free. Love is free. Love is free. Period. Love isn't supposed to be something that's forced. Love isn't about control. Love isn't about lust, obsession, infatuation. Love is being who you are completely, happily, positively, nurturing the truths of who you are, and all that aligns and falls into place as a result of that, no, is for your highest good, and it's only going to make you better. So again, I know that this video is about depression, but nothing in me can leave y'all with a sour note. Like, I just, it's who I am to want to uplift and to leave this video on a uplifted note. So for anyone who's watching this who can relate, who've had depression type of moments, who is experiencing some form of depression now, know this: you are never, and I know you're not supposed to say never, but you aren't ever, you aren't ever alone. You may be by yourself, but there's always that higher power, and it resides within you. Know that. And when you know that, and when you get in touch with that, trust. It ain't, you ain't gotta chase nobody down. You ain't gotta text nobody. You ain't gotta worry about where so and so is, or who so and so is with, or this, that, and the third. Be free. Love is free. Be love. I'm not gonna cry. But it just makes me feel good to share this message with y'all, especially in these times. But there is no better time than right now in this present moment. So I hope y'all take this message. I hope it makes you feel better. I hope it makes you feel that much more worthy and valuable, because you are. And do something that makes you feel joyous for yourself, and you will be that much more closer back to yourself. I will see y'all on the next one. Relationships, yep, that's the next one. I'll see y'all on the next one. Leave me some love in the comments. Okay. Bye.